You can play Pac-Man right off of Google on your phone. The most popular arcade game of all time. A little tricky, especially with one hand operating the camera. Pretty tough playing this way on your phone. A lot better ways to play this game, especially on an Arcade1up that is on sale at $50 off on Arcade1up, running because tomorrow is Halloween. Yeah, I recommend this a lot better than playing it this way. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Thursday, October 30th, 2025, Arcade1up is offering $50 off on their deluxe cabinets. But if the deluxe aren't your thing and you're a big Pac-Man guy and you don't really want to play it on your iPhone like me, Costco has the XL Pac-Man. The XL we probably never thought we'd see again is at Costco. Probably the best XL. There's only one downside about this, one little catch about this very cabinet. Was there five XLs? I never did my top 5 XL, and a video that will eventually happen. I have this idea, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff happens, and then a cabinet's announced. A cabinet, comes back, one of the best XLs, and I think, hey, I should do the top 5. Pac-Man is going to rank pretty high up on that list because it basically looks like the actual Pac-Man cabinet, and I think that's why a lot of us wanted to get it. It was a bigger cabinet, and it just mimicked the actual cabinet. Only thing different with the deluxe is the buttons don't light up. So with the XL, not only is it, you have the 19-inch monitor, the marquee is going to be bigger. Of course, it's going to be a bigger cabinet, a light up coin door, and light up buttons. So almost there with this. But the one downside about the XL, it's only in Canada right now. If I don't move my thumb, his video will play. But Michael B talked about this a few days ago. As of recording, it's 3 days. As of recording, I'll have a link in the description. Sorry for the angle, but if I let go, the video is going to start rolling. Mike B broke the news that Costco in Canada has the Pac-Man XL again. That is true. The Arcade1up Pac-Man XL arcade machine is available. Costco CA $899.99. And when we kind of do the difference between Canadian dollars and US, I always factor it's around the 100 range. So instead of $599, $699, that might actually be, if that was here in Wisconsin, it might be $799 or maybe possibly $749. I don't know. Maybe it's a $200 difference. I always thought it was $100. Nonetheless, it's always going to look higher because of the currency. But a couple of shots of the XL, and it's a lot more realistic than the deluxe. Although the deluxe does work for a lot of people because it's just a slimmer size. But I absolutely love having the XL. And this last shot does kind of give the size comparison. It's not the tallest XL, but it is 64.5 inches high, 22 wide, and 22.5 long. You get the 19-inch monitor, you get the light-up coin doors, you get the light-up control deck, and basically the real feel, other than that Arcade1up logo right here, realistic look of the actual cab. From what I can tell here, there's absolutely nothing different about this than the one that we had. The XL that I have, that many have picked up, the 14 games. It's going to be the exact same game lineup as the deluxe. The light up marquee, light up buttons, light up coin door, of course, non-functioning. Realistic joysticks and buttons, realistic look as far as, if you're going to go that route. And of course, the LCD, the 19-inch LCD, so the BOE. So they're not cutting any corners. Now, Mike did suggest in his video that this might be extra cabinets. I put in 38 earlier, and it let me. You could just keep entering. I'm trying to do this one-handed, but I think you could just keep adding more cabinets. So yeah, we're up to 10. And if it let me add to the cart, I think there's an abundance here. And the good news that if you're, you know, in the States here, you're like, well, I never got this. I want to get the XL. I don't really want to get the deluxe cabinet. They never seem to have things at the same time. When Canada has something, when the United States has something. So what I'm thinking, we'll see this in 2026. I think that's a strong possibility that, okay, Canada didn't get this the first time around. You know, maybe next year, instead of a pub table, Costco will get another XL. It'll be Pac-Man. I have to admit, I was pretty surprised when I saw this. And the fact that, I mean, this is legit. They're in stock. It's good that Canada. Here's a little boost of confidence here. Okay, we're talking Basic Fun. Mike broke the news that Best Buy would have Basic Fun. The Best Buy Canada. Well, the States has, you know, we're at Best Buy right now. The States have not offered that yet. Canada seems to get things faster right now, or announcing it faster. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe, you know, Basic Fun at Best Buy, making their way to, you know, the United States Best Buy, announcing the Pac-Man XL in Canada. Maybe we're next. So just throwing it out there. But yeah, $50 off any deluxe. So there is good news if you're looking to, you know, if you're not really into the Switch or the PlayStation 5 bundles, the sale's coming up. You can save $50 right now on NBA Jam, on Mortal Kombat 2, which the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection digital is officially out. Get into that in a few minutes, but yeah, if you want Golden Tee, Time Crisis, Pac-Man, take $50 off any of these. Got the email from Arcade1up today, $50 off all your favorite arcades. Spooky savings are here. $50 off NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2, Golden Tee, Time Crisis, and the Fast and Furious with code Halloween 2025. And just a few little visuals here of their sale. The NBA Jam 2-player deluxe down to $449.99. Golden Tee, $449.99. Mortal Kombat 2, my very first deluxe, $449.99. And don't forget, we'll get into a little Mortal Kombat. Time Crisis, $649.99. And the Fast and Furious, $549.99. It's great that, I mean, out of all these, Fast and Furious, especially with the Buy Stuff PC build, this is great. Time Crisis, this is a cabinet I did not mod. I was happy with the 4 games that were included. You know, $749 was the original price. It has been as low as, I believe, $499. So $649.99 is as low as you're going to find it right now. And the fact that this is still available is just, it's, you know, I don't know how long they're going to keep some of these licensed, but it's good that you can get all these. I don't see T2, which is on Amazon right now for, I believe, $599. So that doesn't count for the $50 off, but these cabinets do. Having an XL in Golden Tee, I do recommend, you know, if you're looking to get the Golden Tee. Again, another game that is available on PlayStation 5 and Switch right now is the Golden Tee Arcade Classics, which I just watched a short from my buddy Garage Gamer. There are a few marquees that come with this, so little incentive in actually buying the game itself. You do get something inside, kind of like that comic book from the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. But $449.99, not a bad deal. Honestly, I think when we're looking at these deluxe, they're $399. I think that should be the price. Maybe those come down closer to the holidays, but right now that is the cheapest we're looking at. So just throwing it out there. And not sure why, you know, Class of 81 isn't on there, or Big Buck. And, you know, these cabinets, if you look hard enough, you'll be able to find Big Buck, I believe, at Kohl's, and then of course Sam's Club. You can have the Mossy Oak, and then Infinity Game Boards. Something that was interesting with the Costco in Canada, they have deluxe cabinets. They don't have just, you know, what we have here, the pub tables. They actually have most of these cabinets on their site. Saw this earlier. I went all the way down, and I wasn't using my phone. I was on the desktop. Maybe this won't pop up, but cabinets came up on the bottom. Of course, I'm not going to get it on the phone now, but they had just about every cabinet that we just talked about, every deluxe, available on their site, as well as the XL. Actually, here we go. They have the Infinity Game Board, the Pac-Man Deluxe, Fast and Furious, Golden Tee, Mortal Kombat 2, the Pac-Man XL, and NBA Jam. We can't forget NBA Jam. So it's pretty cool that they have these cabinets available at Costco Canada. So yeah, there's a lot of Arcade1up action. So if you're in Canada and you're thinking about getting into the, if you haven't picked up any of these, or getting into the the most, I guess, expensive extreme collecting there is, and that's home arcade. Yeah, there's some options here at Costco. I wish we had this here. Again, it sure beats playing it this way, but I think it's cool. It's for Halloween. Pretty cool theming. And my buddy Thumper Squid sent me a video this morning, so big shout out to Thumper Squid. A lot of people have posted about this today, going, yeah, Pac-Man's on Google, so pretty special. Big day in retro gaming. Another big day for Mortal Kombat fans, and that is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is available digital. Now there is a physical copy, and then of course probably the deluxe, the collector's edition that will be out. I believe it is like the 11th or 12th of, is it December? Might be a whole month away. And I think that it's either December or November. I have decided that some games I'm going to get physical, some games I'm going to get digital. And I got a text from my buddy Julio. He pre-ordered it, got automatically installed to his Switch on the 30th today. This is the day it was released, and I wanted to think about it for a little bit. If I was gonna, I obviously gonna get it, but should I get the digital or should I wait and get physical? So available for a direct download for $49.99. You can get this digital, or it is December 12th. I just looked again, so I thought maybe it was November. So a little over a month as of recording of this. So if you're holding out for that, it's gonna be a little. At least it's still a Christmas item, but you can get the digital right now for $49.99 and have it direct downloaded right to your Switch. Not sure about PlayStation or Xbox if those are available today as well, but for the Switch, you can download it for $50. Number of players: single system 1 to 2, online 1 to 2, and it's going to be every game, including Mortal Kombat 4 that we never got on an Arcade1up. So if you're interested in this, head over to the eShop and download this right to your Switch. A couple of different shots here. Interested to see how the bezel looks. I don't know if there's some interviews on here, some extras like the T2, the making of T2 on the Arcade1up. But you're gonna have a little bit of stuff going on the side, and then maybe some looks here on how it would look on a CRT. So we can change out the picture a little bit. So yeah, pretty cool having all the Mortal Kombats on here for $50, or you can spend $449 and get the Arcade1up, which plays online too. So 2 players. It's good to have options. It looks like we can listen to some music from the Mortal Kombat. So pretty cool. The stuff we can do nowadays. So yeah, I think this is worth, if you're going to spend the $50, or if you're going to spend more and get the physical and get the, if you're a big Mortal Kombat fan and get some extra stuff. But $49.99, not too steep for getting all this. And that's exactly what I did. I decided that it's good to have some physical, it's good to have some digital, and I downloaded, I purchased it earlier today, and I should have got in on the pre-order because I think Julio saved $5 by pre-ordering, and it automatically installed today. Spent $5 more, but I just thought, you know what, it's good. Let's say we're streaming and I have a game in my Switch. I can go right to the digital library that I have and kind of go back and forth without stopping the stream and, you know, pulling out the game or, you know, messing around with that. So some games I will get digital, like Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I think that the only option here is digital December 1st. And, you know, it's Mortal Kombat. It's out now. What the heck? Let's get it. Probably do a follow-up video of, you know, what my thoughts of the game are. It's going to be crazy because actually the first time that I played Mortal Kombat was on Super Nintendo. And that was probably 1993, 2025. I'm playing it on the Switch. Never thought I'd be this, you know, big into Nintendo again. Once I started getting into the home arcades, I just kept buying them up. And that's gonna, you know, it's like things come back. I get into Nintendo, gonna get into PlayStation 5, and more arcades are gonna come out. And you're kind of going back and forth and being a little bit choosy. It's just like physical games or digital. Sometimes I'm gonna go either one. And sometimes I'm gonna get another arcade. So it's crazy. I think the next big purchase will be the PlayStation 5. Just got to decide when and where that will be and which one it will be. Do have a cool picture from my buddy Carlo. Found a nice bundle, and there's a familiar face in the shot. You gotta love cats that are into gaming. NBA 2K26, Angel sporting the PlayStation 5. We'll get a shot of Loki when I finally get mine very soon. And that's going to do it for today. Just wanted to do a little touch up on, you know, what I thought about the Pac-Man XL. If you're in Canada right now and you don't have the Pac-Man XL and you can pull it off, I would totally get it. And I think that this is good for regional, that they'll work their way back out here. I think, you know, it's these warehouses do weird stuff. Some places get it, you know, like Costco having deluxe. Out here they don't. I think there's going to be more. I did call that we would get another Golden Tee XL. I think the best case scenarios, the two XLs we're always going to go back and forth on, will be Pac-Man and Golden Tee. Some kind of variance in those. So we got the Midway, Frankenstein call it, XL a year and a half ago. I don't think we'll get like a Mortal Kombat or, you know, it'd be nice to get an NBA Jam, but I don't think this camera's really following me. I don't think we're going to see anything different than Pac-Man or Golden Tee as far as the XLs going, you know, past anything else. So that just my opinion. A lot of deluxe, and other companies giving us bigger stuff. I guess that's kind of where we kind of fill in stuff, like having the iArcade, the MVSX, At Games, and now it's going to be the Basic Fun, the Iconic Arcade. So a lot of stuff happening. I'm rambling. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Also, the Pac-Man Xbox controller. So yeah, a lot of Pac-Man stuff. Remember when Krispy Kreme did the Pac-Man donuts? Pretty cool seeing that on Google though, but not the ideal way to play Pac-Man. Shaq, what do you think of the Pac-Man XL in Canada? You know, having an XL of your own. Shaq, he's a fan of the XLs. Hopefully, we'll see some more XLs. We just need to work their way here. Happy Halloween, Shaq. And we have it. So it automatically started to download as soon as I picked it up. Early afternoon, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go in there and just put the order in. I wasn't sure if it was still pre-order mode, if it was tomorrow it came out, but no, it came out today. And I chose to have it for my Switch too. So I will go in and put this right into my Switch 2. And I don't know if there's a download stage that it takes. I've done this before where, when I've downloaded games, it takes a while. So hopefully this was already taking place and it will just play. But I'm going to follow up with a review very soon. But it looks like we should be good to go. Interesting seeing Atari. But yeah, Atari doing a lot of the games, the Warner Brothers. By the way, my buddy Mike of All Trades helped me speed up my frames per second, so you can see on the bottom that I am now at 60 frames per second. So just kind of a follow up there. Mortal Kombat Collection, Legacy Collection. This is awesome. Let me know if you picked this one up. Julio, you talked me into it. If I wouldn't have got the text from you, I would have just waited until, you know, they had the physical. I wouldn't have like thought about it. It's not like Nintendo sent me an email saying, hey, this is available. You let me know. So yeah, we'll jump on this very soon. Happy Halloween, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And here's just a little intro here. We got Loki coming up here with her mouse. Loki. She'll bring me her toy. We got Mortal Kombat. And Angel got a PlayStation 5. She got the bundle. Ooh, it's got the original. This is what I remember from my Super Nintendo days. I love it.